Kia ora and welcome to this week's Beer Jerk Beer Club Drink Along. I'm Luke, I'm with the man who needs no introduction because he's been drinking beers with me every week for, this is the fourth week?
Might be number 4.
Yeah. You are still moppy.
I am still moppy, I have not changed.
You've been hard at work building a shed today.
We were. It's a very fancy shed, I must say.
It's not quite at completion, but it will be at some point. So at some point you can come to the small guys tap room and
we were being very blokey about it and not reading the instructions with expected consequences.
The shed that Moppy built. So you've definitely earned a beer today.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Great head, by the way.
Yeah, better on yours than mine. This is good.
Oh man, that's perfect. That's a great shed building beer.
Beer from Urbanaut Brewery, who are great friends. Love the stuff they do. Beer Jerk actually used to share a building with Urbanaut when they first started. Exactly, yeah, before they opened even. So we have downstairs space.
Question: What is an Urbanaut?
Bruce's idea behind it was so the word comes from astronaut and an urban explorer.
Nice.
They invented and coined the term. There's no etymology for it outside of that. It's
totally made up word.
Good.
A good thing.
Yeah, we're good for algorithms and searching, right? If you invent a brand new word.
Yeah. Definitely.
So have you had a beer at Urbanaut? It's quite a nice tap room.
I have not been to the tap room. I have drunk a disproportionately large amount of their beer.
Yeah.
Because it is so good and it is readily available in Auckland.
Yeah.
But I've not been to the tap room.
Good place to visit, down the other end of the Auckland Beer Mile.
Right.
The new burgers there that loads of people are really into.
Kingsland, are they?
No, they're not in Kingsland.
No. Oh.
They're in Morningside.
Morningside. Oh, right. Nice. Okay.
It says Kingsland on all their labels.
Yeah.
But I live in Kingsland. And it's... Well, they're next to Morningside railway station.
Right.
Morningside's an awesome place. Morningside for life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Road town.
Great place to drive a forklift.
So I don't know why they say Kingsland. There is a brewery in Kingsland now. There is St Leonard's. But Kingsland is sadly, there's not a lot of places to get good independent beer. There's some decent bars, but they're all tied to Line and DB.
That's a shame.
So actually there's a bit of a gap on the Auckland Beer Mile. So I was very happy when St Leonard's opened up just in the corner of Bond Street.
Yeah, nice.
Because it was actually quite a long walk from
you could always just walk up to the Small Gods Tap Room.
Well, yeah, in Eden Terrace, also not in Kingsland. So exactly, the other end of the beer mile. Galbraiths and Brothers, loads of good beer this part of town.
Yeah.
So anyway, Urbanaut, fantastic people. They do really innovative and interesting stuff. At their heart, they're especially into lagers. And their sort of lager and the pilsners are always really fantastic. But there's not a huge clamouring amongst beer nerds for great lagers. People are more into IPAs with donut flavours in them, right?
No. But there's so much to be missed if you don't try some of those good ales and stuff that are out there. Tell me, what's missing from this?
It's missing?
Yeah. What's missing from this beer?
It's got barley, it's got water, it's got some adjuncts in there, which we'll get to.
It hasn't got any barley.
Yeah.
It is according to the ingredients, contains gluten, wheat, and oats. Ale.
Okay.
But
no yeast on the ingredients either.
Well, yeah,
yeast.
But concerning that,
is yeast an ingredient?
I think because it says ale, they've taken an ale and they've flavoured it.
I'll tell you what we've done there. You're not looking at the ingredients list, you are looking at the contains list, which is the list of allergens. So, although who's allergic to oats?
Yeah, precisely. Must be a thing.
I don't know what they're up to there.
But then on the side here, we've got a Belgian-style wit beer.
Yeah.
Zesty aromatics, orange, lime, honeyed vanilla, spice and coriander.
So,
rather than hops as a main flavour profile, they've used all the adjuncts.
So we're talking about a whole lot of different things at the moment. So briefly onto ingredients and allergens. So alcohol in New Zealand is quite interesting and unique as the only kind of foodstuff where you don't need to list ingredients.
Right.
Which
really?
is, as much as
Unusual.
I'm anti-nanny state and all that sort of stuff, and it's very frustrating things that you need to do with your beer packaging that I won't get into. But you can put whatever you want in a beer.
So is the
or alcoholic
tendency
product.
of craft breweries to list their ingredients just a goodwill, good behaviour, just because they're better than everyone else thinks?
Why wouldn't you? It's a nice thing to do.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
So if you're selling alcohol, you do not need to list the ingredients. You only need to list allergens. So of course, people are sensitive to gluten.
Yep.
So you need to write that on there.
Good
And if you put peanuts or bananas and anything that's an allergen, you need to write on there. But if you're using orange zest, that's not officially an allergen. So you can put all sorts of secret, wonderful ingredients. If you wanted to put things like MSG in there, or different sort of flavor
MSG
compounds.
in a beer, is that a thing?
People have put MSG in beers.
Like a goza, but not.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't need to list your ingredients. I think it wouldn't harm anyone if people had to list ingredients.
I think it's great that the industry does. It's one of those things that separates it from the ugly players in the world.
So this is a beer that contains a lot of wheat. I haven't asked them, but I'd estimate sort of maybe 30% or thereabouts wheat.
Nice.
You can brew wheat beers with 100% wheat, but it's very, very difficult.
Right.
And you need some kind of specialist ingredient. You get stuck mashes. There's just not the carbohydrates that are available to you in wheat, and not as easily as accessible as in malted barley.
Yep.
So by the time you're getting above 30-40%, it becomes
the
a
yeast
really
have to work too hard.
Right. Yeah.
No one likes working too hard.
So
You know what you should feed them? A good wheat beer.
or maybe some brute enzymes might help to break things down a little bit and make it more easily accessible. So there's a whole family of wheat beers. You've got all your different Bavarian styles and your Belgian styles. And you got Dunkelweizens, and like Goza that you mentioned is a wheat beer. Berliner Weisse is a wheat beer. And more recently, we talked, I think, last week about hazy IPAs. A lot of those will contain wheat. Because you want that body, the mouthfeel, the cloudiness. So this specifically is a wit beer. So it's a Belgian-style wheat beer. And I love wheat beer because it's delicious.
Yes.
And I love all of these styles that are historic styles that were the norm. So things like an English bitter, things like an Irish dry stout, a Kolsch. A thing that if you went to a certain part of the world, you would ask for a beer and you just get given a beer.
This was by default.
Yeah. And this is what beer tasted like in Hoegaarden for centuries.
Nice.
Until it didn't. Quickly, Pilsners became very, very popular across all of Europe.
Are they cheaper to manufacture?
Yep. Popular, cheaper, mass production, fit in really nicely to breweries going from being a little small boutique operation, which often were farmhouse breweries, or you'd often have a
lot of brewery was pretty much local.
Yeah.
Because transporting was expensive. And if you look at the history of New Zealand brewing, you see that here as well. Your Double Brown, Tui, Spates.
Duopoly.
They're all old names. They're old names from small breweries. And then they got taken over and corporatized and grown into huge, ugly monopoly duopolies. But there is that history behind it. Essentially, basically, fundamentally, if you went back far enough, hard to now. You can't forgive them now. Totally unforgivable now. But that was beer around the world for a long time. It was local. And so it varied by region, and the regional variances were ingredients availability.
And local tastes and preferences. People weren't getting trains all over the place and trying different things. It's just if you're in this part of the world, then this is what our beer tastes like. It's smoky.
If you lived in the Waikato, you drank shit beer because it's all there was. Globalization,
industrialization. So a while ago, I talked a little bit about the House of Guinness TV show,
right?
Which is brilliant. And just
do they murder each other?
Oh, there's a bit of that.
Like a Netflix thing?
Yes, it's
Okay,
a
right.
really good show. But just in this era, sort of the 1840s thereabouts, there were these huge developments happening, industrialization and mass production, and that is when all these weird, smaller regional beer styles were getting killed,
Yep.
primarily by Pilsner.
Yeah.
So it's Pilsner Urquell was created at exactly the time when that Guinness TV show is set, when they just started to expand into the USA. And it's also the time where beer was getting really big in Burton-on-Trent.
Yeah.
So you've got the big breweries from there, and the
Right.
Bass is growing. So all these like
Yeah.
initial
Industrial
first brands.
Revolution
Yeah.
killed good beer.
It
Yeah.
did,
And
it did
then,
for a while.
some idiot went and invented continuous brewing process.
Good old Morton Coots, yeah.
Yeah.
Which actually wasn't used for that long by Guinness. They talk about it being a...
Well, they tried it.
yeah,
Okay.
that was how Guinness was made for a while,
Right.
continuous fermentation.
Ah.
But I know you don't have long, so we're not going to get
Anyway.
too into that. We're going to get back to wit
Yeah,
beer.
tell us, what are we drinking? Because I'm getting lots of orange. I'm getting really great like citrus notes.
Yep.
There's the smoothness of the wit beer underneath.
Yep.
There's that kind of full-bodied feel. It's got a great mouthfeel. It's very smooth.
You've got some esters, you've got some phenols from the Belgian style yeast, small amount.
It's refreshing.
Yep.
It's light.
Yep.
Like it doesn't feel cloying and heavy.
Beautiful
It's
summery
very-
beer.
Yeah.
So this is a style that did absolutely go extinct and was saved by one man called Pierre.
Wow.
So
Thank you, Pierre.
Seriously, yeah. Cheers
Yeah,
to
cheers,
Pierre,
Pierre.
yeah. We owe you a lot for reviving this great beer.
Because now some lads in Morningside/Kingsland have taken that style and they've done something really cool with it.
Doing a great version.
Yeah.
So
Is the adding citrusy tropical flavours?
Yep.
Is that a traditional German thing, or is that something new from the New World?
Belgian thing.
Yeah. Sorry, the Belgian thing.
Yes. So that's it. As much as we think about modern craft beer, you're adding all sorts of crazy ingredients to beer. As we often say, that is not a new thing whatsoever. And this is a beer that is very much testament to that, because wit beer was made broadly with coriander and curacao peel, so exotic orange peel from the Caribbean.
So that blue liqueur, that's curacao. That's actually an orange liqueur from those curacao oranges.
Presumably, yeah. I don't know, but yeah, presumably.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Cool.
so you've got that bitterness of the orange peel.
Yeah.
So the original wits likely were gruits hundreds of years ago. So beer wasn't commonly made with hops a few hundred years ago. You'd use whatever you had to bitter it.
Yeah.
So if it's botanicals or herbs or orange zest, because in Belgium and the Netherlands, and in fact Spain, you have this whole holy
right.
exploration of the Spice Islands, and
All
there
of
was
those-
real
those
free-flowing.
Dutch spice coming up from Southeast Asia.
Exactly.
Plus, you had all the early stuff coming out of South America, and
Yeah.
then all the orange growing probably happening in North Africa, Mediterranean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had access to all kinds of delicious ingredients. So yeah, back in the 1600s, people were drinking wit beer with coriander, with exotic orange zest, and various other, things like grains of paradise and other different unique ingredients.
Nice.
And this was, the popular beer in this area
I can see why.
until Stella Artois, the
What?
popular Belgian beer.
Never heard of it.
Oh, it's pretty big deal.
Is that like Tui?
Jupiler, better than Tui, but still. And those other Belgian pilsners became really popular, and the style died out.
Wow.
And this guy, Pierre Calisse, who was a milkman, was having a beer with his friends, and they said, "Oh, isn't it rubbish that you can't get wit anymore?" And he said, "Yeah, it is actually. I used to work in a wit beer brewery when I was a boy. I kind of remember how they did it."
Wow.
So I sat around drinking a beer
Yeah.
in the village of Hogarden,
Yeah.
and they said, "Oh, well, why don't you bring it back and see if you can recreate the recipe?" So he did, and that became Hogarden
Yeah. Wow.
Brewery. which
Cool.
decades later was bought by, it's a whole chain of things. I think it was AB InBev and...
who knows now?
and
Yeah.
and then...
all I know is a Hoegaarden 20 years ago doesn't taste like a Hoegaarden does now.
I haven't had it for a while, but...
No, I had one a little while ago. It was pretty average.
It's a huge brand, and then like in America, there's things like Blue Moon, that are huge brands. And so his story, actually, he ended up moving to the US, and there is a brewery called Khalees, and his daughter still runs it.
Wow.
And they're known for their wits.
Nice.
Which is a really lovely story.
Cool. Wonderful. Well, I have finished my glass.
It's a very, very good beer made by good people. And Dave, who's the head brewer at Urbanaut, he is very, very passionate about saisons. And
I've had some of the saisons.
interesting
Yeah,
yeasts.
they are one of those breweries. If you see anything from that wit beer, saison, sours, just grab them. You know they're going to be good.
Yeah.
And they also do some really good IPAs.
Yeah.
I have to say they
around.
just generally make some really, really good beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty much a go-to. If I'm in a supermarket, liquor shop somewhere, they're one of those brands. If I see it, it's like, yep, I know that's going to be a good beer.
Yeah, the core six packs. Yeah, solid.
Yeah, good, solid.
Thank you, Urbanaut, for banging out the great beers. As always, thank you for joining us. Thank you, Moppy, for
You're welcome.
yet again.
Cheers.
See you next time. Cheers.
Cheers.